Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to show you a complete billing and inventory management system that entirely built using Google Apps Script with Google Sheet as a database. And within this system, you can manage your invoices, products management system, customer management system, payment management system, purchase orders management system, suppliers management system, categories management system, return management system, expense management system, stock adjustments, and the ledger management system. So without wasting time, let me start how this web application will work. This web application come with two main user roles, the admin and the user. The admin have the complete access, the user have the limited access, and I will explain you both of the user roles. So this is our dashboard section where we can take the overview of the complete system like the total sales, gross profit, and the total purchases, and we can also visualize the data in different charts. And this is our summary where we can take the overview of the complete summary this month or the previous month. You can see this is the total sales and this is the this month sale and this is last month sale, and the total variance between this current month or the previous month is 1100, and that is our trend, which is the downward, not the upward. And that is our refresh button where we can simply refresh our data of the complete web application. Also we can filter the data of the dashboard within a particular date range. So this is our invoices section, but before we cover the invoices section, we need to go to our product section. So in the sidebar you can also see this kind of important notifications, 1 3 numbers. What does this means? In the products you can see this is one, because there is a one item which is need to restock them or which is low limit stock as well. So you can see in the action column there is a add stock or deduct stock feature as well. So if I click on this add stock, as of now you can able to see here, I just simply click on this add stock and it's updating. So once it's updating, the data will be updated to the 68 here. Okay, so you can easily able to see here the data is updated real time on the web application, and you can easily able to see here the grid view as well. And this is a product list. What is the product list? So when I click on this product list, as of now you can able to see this kind of print in front of you. What does this print means? If you take a print and give to your employer, they will go to different general stores and conduct a order and fulfill their demands and deliver them. So in this way, this is a manual order take form application. Okay, you understand them? Yes, you understand them. And you can easily able to see here the notification will be disappeared from here because all the items is in the under stock or is in the good stock items. So here's we have a edit a product and delete product as well, but before that we can edit or delete, we will add a product. So we just need to enter our product name. This is the demo, and this is the SKU, and this is our brand name, and that is our category, and the category is the searchable drop down. How you can add more categories? Simply go to your categories management system where you can add, edit, update, or delete the categories. I select here category, and this is a supplier. The same, you can add more suppliers. Simply visit the suppliers management system and you can add, edit, update, or delete. This is the description where you can add your description as well, and that is the purchase price. I have the purchase price of the 800 and the sale price is my 900, and the minimum sale price I can go with the 850, and the default discount is the 10%, and the tax rate is 18%, and that is your HSN code. If you have, you can simply add them. How much quantity you have? I have the 1000 quantity, and this is the reorder level. The 200 items is our reorder level. This is a location or rack. You can simply mention your warehouse location or your shop rack number. Okay, so I will add it here, the rack 10. So you can see this is the weight of each item, like take example 500 grams, and that is the expiry date. If it have expiry date, you can simply add them, otherwise you can leave it blank. And if the product have the image, you can simply add the product image as well. So it's uploading to your Google Drive, and after that they will save the URL in your Google Sheet, and just simply click on this save. So when you click on this save, as of now you can able to see here your product is added out successfully, and you can simply visualize from it here. So this is your margin, and that is your cost price, and that is your price, and this is you will get from the supplier too. So if you want to edit this data, you can also edit as well. You can simply utilize the edit function as well. Understand them? Okay, you understand them. Now let's go to the field to the update product. So what is the error? We need to check out that this is the category 2, and I will just simply edit this and click on this save. So when I click on this save, as of now you can easily able to see here the product is updated successfully. Okay, so now let's go to the invoices section. In the invoices section, you can easily able to see here that is chevron pipeline filters. If I select here pending, so you can see the data tables will be filtered to the pending status, and if I select a partial, the data table will be selected to partial, and this is paid and this is cancelled. So this is all. And there is the option for overdue reminders. What does this means? You can see this is a invoice which is overdue, and you can easily able to see here overdue reminders buttons. And when you click on this here and simply click on this, and now what does this means? These two customers will receive the email for the overdue invoices, and they will get a email repay pay your amount as soon as possible. Okay, you understand them. And there is a option with new invoice. You can simply click on this new invoice, and here a customer, select a customer. You can simply select a customer, search it here, and if the customer is not available, you can go to your customer management system, you can add a customer. And if you don't want to do here, you can simply click on this quick add customer, and I will add it here, my name, and that is our demo phone number, and that is our demo email ID. Okay, and that is our demo address, and click on this add. So when I click on this add, as of now you can easily able to see here the customer is added successfully. And when I select it here, you can see the Rameez is selected, and this is the invoice date, and this is our invoice type. Here you can build three type of invoices. Number one, invoice. Number two is Proforma, and number three is Quotation. This stock will be deducted automatically only in invoice. If you build the Proforma or Quotation, your stock will not be deducted from your product or inventory management system. So this is the thing. And if you want to add a reference number, you can simply add a reference number as well. Payment terms, if you want to collect the payment after 30 days, you can simply select it here, payment terms net 60. So automatically 60 days will be added it here. So this is a select product. We just simply select it here, and now you can easily able to see here that is our demo stock, and I want the 500 quantities, and that is the unit price. And if I want to change the unit price, I can simply change it from here as well. And that is the discount. If I want to give them the discount, I can simply add them. And if I want to add a more product, I can simply add a product. And if I want to remove them, I can simply remove them. And this is the overall discount, and this is the shipping charges. If you want to add, you can simply add them, and that is the note. And when you click on this create invoice, as of now you can able to see here your invoice will be going to create out successfully. So your invoice is created successfully, and you can easily able to see in your data table your invoice is in the pending state. So when you click on this edit, as of now you can able to see here that is your data will be automatically pop up here. But here there is no option for the payment. How you can accept the payments? You can simply go to your payment sections and simply add a payment and select this invoice, and enter your payments details. Okay, so you can see this is a view, and when you click on this view, as of now you can easily able to see here the complete invoice items, what items in this invoice we have. And that is our generate bill. When I click on this, it's loading the bill, and you can see it is going to be as of now you can easily able to see here the bill is generated out successfully. And the same thing is that there is a email option. If you select click on this email and click on this send email, as of now this particular invoice will be sent to your Gmail. So this is the invoice type demo. I can simply view it here. Okay, so this is a duplicate, and if you want to make a duplicate of this particular invoice, you can simply make them, and that is edit or delete as well. Okay, now we have covered invoices or products. Let's go to the customer section. In the customers section, what you will see it here, this is a customer ledger. The customer, we can simply click on it here and visualize the customer ledger overall the system. What is the customer ledger? You can see this is their balance right now, and this is their load bills. As of now you can easily able to see here that is this particular customers, and I can simply print them as well. So this is their return history. If a customer return anything else, you can simply visualize from it here. And if you want to take the account statement of this particular customer, you can simply click on this, and you can take the per customer account statement, and you can simply print as well. Understand them? Okay, you understand them. And this is the same edit or delete feature, and that is the payment section. In the payment section, you can record the payment for that particular for that particular invoices. You can see this is record payment, pay in customer, pay out supply, pay in customer, and that is our cash, and that is select reference, and this is our invoice, and this is our 522869. 869. What is the 870? And that is the date, and this is the notes. I just simply click on this record payment. And so when I click on this record payment, in this way a email is automatically send it to this particular customer. Amount exceeded due to this particular range, so we need to enter exactly the same amount. Okay, I just simply click on this here and click on this record payment. So when I click on this record payment, as of now you can able to see here the payment is recorded out successfully, and you can visualize it from here. So the email is automatically sent it to them. And this is our purchase order. If I want to purchase something from my supplier, I can simply generate a purchase, and my user can also create a purchase order, and later on I can simply approve them or mark received as well. I just simply click on this new purchase order, select a supplier, the date and the notes, and what items I need to order them. And this is the items, product 5, this is the product 4, this I need the 70, and this also I need the 70, and click on this generate purchase order. So when I click on this generate purchase order, as of now you can able to see here the purchase order is created out successfully. And if I receive this particular items from my supplier, I can simply click on this mark receive, and in that way my product stock will be automatically updated. You can see the PO is received and stock updated successfully. So this is the thing. And now the thing is that you need to make a payment. Just go to your payment section, click on this record payment, payment out supplier, that is the cash, and this is the right now 3000, and we just simply added here the 3000, and simply click on this record payment. So when we click on this record payment, as of now you can able to see here the payment is recorded, is going to be recorded successfully. So it's recording right now. Okay, so we will wait. So you can see the payment recorded successfully, and we can simply go to our purchase orders, and now you can easily able to see here that is the payment is recorded, paid is successfully. But we need to pay this. We just simply go to our payment section, click on this record payment, and select a reference. This is the thing, and that is our 4250, and that is the cash, and click on this record payment. So when I click on this record payment, as of now you can able to see here the payment is going to be recording in our databases. And when we go back to our purchase orders, now you can easily able to see here the payment is paid out successfully, and now the due amount is 0. And I can simply click on this view items as well. What are the items here? So you can see when I click on this view items, as of now you can able to see, I can easily able to see what items I have received from this supply. Okay, you understand them. And this is our category section where we can add, edit, update or delete categories. And that is the returns section where we can enter our returns. I just simply click on this new return, select a invoice, and it will automatically loaded the items what added in our this system, and they have returned the 100 items. And I simply click on this return. So when I create the return, the stock will automatically readjusted or updated in our product stock, restored into its actual. If I return 100, so in our inventory management system the 100 is added successfully. So this is our expense section where we can record our expenses for our businesses. We can edit or delete, and that is our stock adjustments. What stock adjustments we have do? If we do it manually, you can simply select it here and do the adjustment as well. And that is the ledger where you can visualize the ledger report of the complete system, and we can simply export them PDF and print, etc. And that is our report section where we can create the sales report and click on this generate. If you want a particular date range, you can see the report, you can simply apply them as well. So this is the profit loss, and you can also generate the profit loss report as well. And if you want a customer wise sales, you can also click on this generate, and as of now you can able to see here that is your customer wise report as well. This is your activity logs, which records overall the system activities. And that is your user management system where you can add, edit, update or delete the users. And this is your my account where you can edit your profile information or update your password. And that is the setting which is the most important thing. You can set the currency symbol as per your own needs, okay, like dollar, the INR and the etc euro. And the name you can also update. So overall the web application in the sidebar or the login page will be showing this name, and and you can also upload the logo as well. You can paste your logo URL as well. So this is our about section where you can visualize them, what admin can do, what user can do. And this is our email automations. What is the email automations? If welcome email automatically sent when you create a new user, if you return confirmation, auto on return creation to the customer, forget password OTP, auto on request to the user, low stock alert scheduled, daily trigger all admins, the daily sales summary scheduled trigger to the all admins. So this is a complete billing and inventory management system for your businesses, and you can use them. And if you want to take more projects, more web applications for your businesses, like income and expense management system, food delivery order management system, inventory system with web dashboard, loan management system, hotel management system, and many more, we have the 334 projects for now. Right now you can check out them, and what suits to your business, you can contact us for them. So we thank you very much, take care, we will meet you in our next video.